sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Second-year man Cam Little has the honors. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, and having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defenses going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, they gave up that last completion, Mike. That's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it. We'll find out early on what the plan is. A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. The rest of the drive unfolds.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. In motion is Myers. 2nd down, Lawrence. That's brought in by Myers. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
The Jaguars, first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Downfield, it's Thomas. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Jackson.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Got his man at the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Brendan Strayed. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead.
Colts, nothing.
Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Colts offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They face 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one completed to Pierce. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
On the pickup.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays. So
after 1, it's the Jaguars on top. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down as we are ready to get back underway. Now a give running right with Taylor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Forward for about a yard. With the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Loose football. And no turnover here. The Cards will get the football. Get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll get it inside the 20. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 33.
What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up
Leads to
2nd down.
2nd and goal.
Smart decision there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Taylor. A dive, and he's in.
I think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Colts Jags will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And it's going to be taken down right at midfield. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's back to the line straight. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they're able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that is incomplete. Going to be 4th down.
Here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Jaguars' 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they needed, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. This pass is caught by Thomas. Now timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. Watch this, 25 seconds till halftime.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Man in motion here is Washington. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught outside. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now here's Lawrence. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Brenton straight. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. Coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Inside, that is hauled in by Warren. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. And the offense will take one here. Tied out with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
At the 47-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Jags offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
The career's more at stake when you're prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace and quiet.
To throw is Lawrence. He will find Thomas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second and a couple. Up the middle, here's ETN. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Gain of 3 yards. That's good for our Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Throw on the run is complete.
Lawrence is back.
This is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but get the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 4. Now ETN. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Jacksonville. First down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And it'll be second down and 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Second down, Lawrence. Open right side and sprains the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Lawrence. He'll find his tight end. It sprains. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in the second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a minimal gain there, down to the 20.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 20, here's second down and 9. Here comes the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Caught over the middle by Thomas. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. On the return is Goodson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner, that is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often over the last couple of years, and then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 1. He'll drop to throw. In the middle, and he's got down. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good for
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Right, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On comes Blake Krupe for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter.
14.
They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. Open man, his tight end screen. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 31 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Here's ETN. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end screen. And they're trying to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play for Jacksonville. 33 yards.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. When both are accomplished, you can see what the results are. After being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. It is brought in the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jaguars. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return is Goodson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start out 1st down and 10.
Ran up by the luxuriness up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. We could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the end, get the LA yelling.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. No chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. He's going to be out of bounds awfully close to their first down mark, but they're going to mark him just short. So third down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he is going to have its 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then first down.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one complete to Pierce. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They'll look to throw. The passer gets home and he goes down. The 2-time Pro Bowler Josh Hines Allen in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a 1st down. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. The open is Pierce. It's on target. And the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. It's a stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
In motion comes Pittman. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. They'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball
for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take it in. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were